Oh yeah, all of them through the middle as well. This seems very aggressive. Just one person holding down below and making sure there's no CTs going super aggressive. But I like this. I mean, we've been saying it a couple of times that it feels like in the past, the middle of this map has been underutilized by the T sides. So you feel like this is the year where it's been happening more and more in the last couple of months. We've definitely seen that. niko is just going to take a peek. Oh, but it's too much. Conflict through the smoke, starting off the pistol.
I saw him warming up against Glocks, with the Glock against rifles in the warm-up, so he's ready for this one, but won't last long, will he? Flames and Fiku pick some heads out. Head Trick responds with a nice tap, and Aleksib is lost in the source, but he might find degster hiding out in the corner. Good check, and Neofrag has found a 1v1, but he needs to take it quick. Headtrack's he headshots him on the way out, and yeah, no dealing with a flank at that point. NiP take the pistol.
I feel like that position for Aleksib would be so much sicker if he didn't have the Mac 10 here.
Yeah, exactly. Pick heaven. Dexter's open right now. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. They know.
They know,
They must know. Look at them.
Yeah, now they definitely do. Flames getting the spot in the Mac 10 stolen on the CT side, getting put into use. Conflict though, with a bit in return and some guesswork through its degster on the other side, finding the headshot. 3 versus 4, and Aleksib, he got close enough with the Mac 10, but he still gets shut down. Wallbang from Fiku to drop res, leaves head trick on his own, and not for long. niko will drop him in the first round. Is on the board for OG. I mean, it could get interesting if they could push him back, even if they find the kill against them. Might be a little bit tricky, but setting up the trick Molotov to try and prevent anyone from rotating in through that side. Going to be Conflict in the middle making a lot of noise. I love this play right here. If he can stay alive, then that might create a bit of space. Look how much gravity that's pulling in the CT side at the moment. Pushes through the smoke. Oh, that is such a dirty play. And it gets them the kill. Yeah, now they should realize everything behind it. They don't have a lot of nades left on the CT side, but OG is still in a very favorable position, obviously.
That's interesting. How did he not see him, that smoke?
First kill for Brollan.
Yeah, on the board. And a big one to find as well. It could set NiP up in this, what was a 3-on-5 to win a post-plant. Neofrag taking that AWP very low. He has the smoke as well. That's going to go straight out at front sight. Using a lineup, try and get that on that bomb. Fiku's got to kill Brollan. Committed, and niko with a lovely round flicks back and saves the day for OG. They've got the smokes. They're going to start sending them out. Oh, one way to fight ramp.
Interesting smoke.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this favors the CTs though.
Oh, perfect boost
maybe
timing.
it was all designed.
Yeah, master plan here. 3-on-5. Good luck getting into this one. And they're sending it.
You want to see OG really not screw up this kind of a round. 5 versus 3. There should be almost no way to lose this one, surely. Aleksib's going to get 1 kill in return right there. But still, they are running out of players. That's a good shot. Goes through the rim of the ramp, and Aleksib is on his own with not that much to accomplish at the moment. Again, you kind of probably need a mistake here from the OG side, or a series of mistakes to really do anything in a round like this one.
Even though Hedrick didn't get a kill last round, he still had a lot of impact, like trying to pave the way for his teammates into the site. It's nice to see him get involved and you try to take the head-up duel.
Yeah, he hit degster and that forced a save.
Oh, here come the tricks, though. Smoke on top of the railing, a little bit of a boost. He surely has an idea.
Oh, maybe not.
He has a feeling, yeah, he's got an idea.
Is that enough? Oh, the smoke is fading. The timing is
still on the head.
He's surely dead. Flashes are coming out, though. They're trying to see if they can maybe use it. I can't believe he's still alive. How is he still here? Fiku. He's got the right idea.
Oh, big
Molotov of his own. This is actually looking doable all of a sudden. And he's going to get the kill on the Aleksib.
No.
What an absolute criminal.
Conflict's over mid, though. How did he get here? No eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
He shot them in the back. Fiku is still alive. He should not be in the round. He should be back in spawn. 3-on-3. What a weird predicament. The bomb is going back up the B stairs, though. Fiku hears that reload. Red's looking for a fight, and Fiku playing so audaciously over the top. The bomb is now alone, and Config has to reroute and come and help out Hedrick. He is still committing to B, but Config is dead, and Fiku, living on borrowed time, should not be in the round. Is 3 kills deep. It's Hedrick's time to shine in the clutch.
He's been doing it all for his team at the moment. He's top fragging right now, and this time it's on him to try and do the Molotov on top. Oh, they're putting that pressure on. He does get the bomb plant, but he is down low, and now some backup is going to be showing up. Dexter's coming in right from behind. It's a nice attempt at the flick, but Degster is there with a dagger. Well, AWP in the back.
you plan to do that, you molly and you're insta-swinging, you're not planning to kill the person if he's there. You kind of just want to let him sit in the smoke and kill the teammates around him, and you have one player designated to holding it in case he does come out. But Aleksib entries, and he turns around the second that an eye happens. So he dies to the back.
Oh, man.
It looked like almost like a lazy clear, you know, like you don't think he's there. Oh, wait, he actually is there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is weird. Again, NiP taking sport. But look at these bounces from Flames. They're so sick. I mean, that was a team flash, but Flames is also lobbing them off the wall. Right now, it's a 1v5. Blink, and you missed the round. OG are in full control.
And Neofrag, he walked through that same smoke earlier to try and stop that weird split that they were doing, and it works again. NiP not ready for it. So sort of back-to-back, well, not really back-to-back, but two times in the half that he's got the same, basically the same double kill from that position by doing the same tricks. Pretty sick. All right. Fine. Sit
more
down.
Of those.
Yeah, 4 more, buddy. What have you got, Rez? Are they going to give you anything? They don't need to. And Fiku's just playing with his food. Not going to give it up. Degster flanks. And OG find double digits on the CT side of Vertigo.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we were talking a lot about the success of that B-bomb site, and that seemed to be where things were happening, and everything else just felt very confused from the side of NiP. Not really the kind of punch-through that they wanted on the A-ramp. Had a little bit of, I mean, they could kind of get into middle, but they didn't always maybe know what to do from that position, and eventually they would also get run down by Neofrag in there. Ooh. It's a good start, though. Config will take down Fiku, and also get a little bit of information. He didn't see many more players in there. He was pretty deep in middle. That's nice. Good start.
They're very proactive already starting on the piss round. I mean, that's exactly how OG basically played every gun round, was pushing somewhere for information, and NiP played so slow that OG ended up with all the info by the time the side hit came in.
So many ladder drops and B flanks. They don't even need to know where it's ending up. They've got 3 on A ready.
Couple of smokes as well, potentially for a retake if they want to. Could set up a little bit of an interesting wall. Some more shots are being put out here from the USDs, but eventually the opening will come, and it's Neofrag to take down Config. Bomb to follow it. So now it gets a little bit more interesting.
Only one side smoke as well. Still leaves an open fight. But NiP aren't taking it at the moment. Deck's going to use that opportunity to get out of dodge and play a post plant. They have a kit smoke on NiP, though. Out it goes on short side, not on the bomb. So they're still going to have to fight this ramp play. It's a double smoke. It's perfect. Someone needs to get on that stick. Brollan is going to be the guy opted, and he's already on it. They have to run him down. Random shots through smoke will not connect. And NiP steal that pistol round with 7 players still alive. Tap who you want, Niko. It's done. Is that a lineup, a left click, or is that a middle click? I never know.
I think it's a left click because it hits the window, and the window is what stops the velocity.
Okay, that's how I lost my smoke 1v1v Chad. I didn't know that, Molly. It won't happen again.
Brutal battle. Presumably on the CT side, if you're on HE, you can break the windows and stop that from actually happening.
That actually is true.
Good point.
Oh, 3 of them actually stacked up towards the A-bomb site. Aleksib's trying to sneak in from behind them, but they have to hold, and they can't. Immediate shutdown of 2 of those players. Config's running in here, but he's going to remember there is a flank coming in, and he's going to go down before it happens. Aleksib's so close. I wish Config would have just stayed alive for another 10 seconds, and this could have been an interesting sandwich going on. Now instead, Aleksib's here trying to open the whole thing on his own.
Oh, the Famas is so god-awful, isn't it, though? It baits you into thinking you have range, and you do, you just don't have the firepower, and Rez, he doesn't have any health. 6 left, he's got to run. They're all so low, but it's the right play.
It's probably even the better Counter-Strike on some level, but, you know.
That's what you're paying for when you get Config, though. You know you're going to get, you know, sometimes erratic moves. This is a crazy boost. Oh, Rez catches one. Hetrick's ready, anti-flash. He swings with another. There's a 4th player here on short, spamming through the smoke. 3 on 2 now. NiP can't retrieve these guns, lost in the trenches on ramp, but they have got everyone here.
Yeah. By the rebars, it's Rez to pick up Dex, leaving Fiku on his own, so surprisingly, this is working out really well for NiP. 20 seconds for Fiku. He could run to the B-bomb side and make it and just try and fight it 1 versus 3 with the bomb plant, but Aleksib's probably going to get there before him.
I don't think he'll be able to make it the default, but he will get there in time to kind of delay.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. The second he goes to the stick, Aleksib just runs because there's nothing to lose, right? If the kills are going to be chased by Fiku, it's his best play. If he gets on that plant, he's going to get rushed anyway.
Yeah, exactly. The most you can do is fake and get 1 kill, and then But I feel like a lot of teams try to get the confidence from the IGL and their captain and their coach, etc.
Obviously, I'm going to be barking up the wrong tree here, but I mean, I imagine also some teams might feel like if we already have a very aggressive config, that also could be a liability. Maybe we don't want more aggressive players, but obviously you guys have quite a few players that are willing to do it. So, oh, Brollan, that's a nice find.
Yeah, it's more the merrier, right? I think if you look at SK back in the day, how they had Burr and Phelps, I feel like that's an example where it did not work good because they both wanted to make plays literally all the time. I think it's about balance and understanding your role in a specific round.
It's interesting because if I think of that's a really good historical example. I would say, you know, Fnatic when they were at their absolute prime with JW, something that always, at least from the outside, looked like was part of the plan was something like you can allow JW to do really crazy stuff, like push through smokes with an AWP and just no-scope people, because the rest of the team is way more conservative, and they'll pick it up. But even in a 4-on-5, they feel comfortable. They're not so that I guess that's what I had in mind, like that kind of play. But
yeah,
the SK lineup.
No audio.
Oh, that was very close. Rez catches Fika throwing mid nades. They were flashes over the top of B. Meanwhile, OG have walked the rest up the stairs. On top of default, Brollan can catch this kill. It's going to be Rez instead, dropping the bomb off of double, and they're doing a boost as well. Easy pickings. The spam could have been amazing, but couldn't knock that bottom player out. And so NiP will hold strong with 4 alive.
Takes immense confidence to have strong impact, and at some point my confidence in that team was just killed completely by environmental issues or whatever you could call it. But I think, yeah, at some point it's like you just don't understand, right? There's no space. Other players get to do what they want to do, and since you're not as confident as you were, like once were, you don't communicate the same, you don't go for the same things, and that's how you start to not understand your position in rounds.
And something like confidence, obviously, not just in Counter-Strike in general, like has this terrible way of spiraling out of control, right? Like if you lose a little bit, and now maybe you say, okay, I'm not going to take the most confident roles that I could, and then you actually lose even more confidence. It's just like you can almost build your way back down again instead of the other way, right? Slowly over time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I never doubted myself mechanically as a player. I just think at some point, like in that Liquid team, like I didn't feel like getting on to practice anymore because I wake up to get my confidence destroyed by individuals, right? It wasn't a fun situation for me.
Gotta have fun.
I mean, Counter-Strike is all about having fun. I mean, even when you're losing, there could be some jokes, some laughs, as long as like the team is feeling good. That's why.
Wow, that is what a call! Pushing 3 people on the CT side.
Triple mid peak, yeah.
Aleksib, we were doubting him a little bit early on, maybe making a little bit of fun of the fact that only the B-bomb side was working, all the rest of it, but that is a nice call in the middle round. Rez is going to be picking up degster as well, leaving Flames on his own. I can't believe it. That's a rare sight. 3 people in the middle.
This is a mad comeback for NiP, right? They've dropped 1 round in the entire half. It was that second force buy.
Potentially risky.
Well, they don't have an AWP, so he's relatively risk-free.
Well, they don't know that anymore because they could have got configs up.
Oh, they
right?
A chain boost. Behind the box. Oh, run boost instead. It's not going to work. Hedrick doesn't care. He isn't put off Kilter. He takes Neofrag. And OG, again, they don't have a smoke. How the hell can you expect them to win? One way at 30 seconds.
And Aleksib flanking them. He is immediately on the flanks. And this time they should. They messed this up earlier where they were a little bit too aggressive. Surely, yeah, they're just going to be waiting it out.
Even need to go. I mean... They're going for it. They're trying to win the round.
Oh
they need a bomb plot now. They have the short kill, but the bomb's loose. Hedrick, what more will do? He can't hit it. They've just got it. They've just got it. But Aleksib has crept the entire way.
This is absurd.
It's the worst case scenario, though. They double short and he's flanking the round. So at some point, they're going to realize it is possible that the player can be there.
Oh, this could absolutely be the sword.
Okay, he reads the situation.
Nice.
He realizes, should be a free kill that's coming in right here. Good setup for it. Flames. On his own. All right.
He does.
They don't have a smoke right now. Good spray, taking down Rez.
Oh, no.
Now it's a 1 versus 1. Aleksib's on the other side. He has the kit. Obviously, he could go straight for it and just hold it in. He's already on it. I don't think Flames is realizing it's a full-on defuse. Aleksib, it wasn't necessarily the flank that did it, but timing on that defuse was sick.
NiP's pick. Damn, it looks good.
Finally, an aggressive peek from degster.
Oh, they run boost.
Oh, I missed that completely.
Yeah, no, same. Where did that come from? That's one way to do it. Brollan's going to get that deep kill on A, but that's just Neofrag lurking around while OG Util into this
He actually
site.
dies in the molly at around.
After death.
I don't think you realized Neofrag mollied behind him, and he just ran back into the molly.
I heard a smoke. Maybe he tried to smoke it, but didn't like put it out completely. Now they're jumping in. There's trades going through. Nipper a man down, Russell.
Okay, I'm here. I'm ready to cast. Aleksib is stuck at default. They know exactly where it is. The execute is coming in. He's getting wrapped on really fast by flames. Wow, secures the frag. And he's stuck inside the smoke, and he's giving time to his teammate to rotate and help him. But it won't be enough. I think Hetrick has an advantage here because he knows where both players are exactly.
It's just so close.
Oh, he was given 2 opportunities for that. I mean, what do you do if you're degster and you try to cover this with an op? I mean, there's smoke on the left side of the side. Jesus.
It's hard, man.
It is hard.
Dig yourself out. This is the map.
Hetrick 101. Flashing degster off the angle. I think if he gets on the bomb and just sticks a little bit. Oh, he didn't even tap it. It's getting a bit worrying for him. Degster really doesn't have to commit fully. He can just probably gamble this if he wants.
Oh!
There we go. He goes for the 1v1.
1v2 for Hetrick to close it out, and Van Duncan on that cast right now.
It's hard.
It's not easy, bro, but we're training you up map by map.
Uncharacteristic to what I'm used to when I'm watching Tier 1 Counter-Strike. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, they sounded disappointed themselves. As you were interviewing Hetrick earlier, and it sounded like they wanted to get rid of some of those. But it's a good start. Fiku's taking the early kill. Degster in the middle as Config wanted to be quick to try and at least get a little bit of attention in the middle. Maybe try and reinforce that A-bomb site, but he gets shut down instead. So a 5-on-3, and I think now it's just going to be up to the USP headshots. If they can bring it back into this round in NiP, they're in a little bit of trouble. A 3-man peek against Brollan, and it's just going to keep going OG's way. That's a great start.
That's unfortunate because Config actually had the best position for the tactic OG was running. If he just stayed post on short, he probably finds 1, maybe 2. But instead, for whatever reasons, he falls for the 1 kill at A that happened in holes, and he decides to jump off short.
I want to know, in your opinion, who are really the strongest rifle aimers right now?
Strongest rifle aimers?
Yeah.
Exile, Rops, Niko.
Who was the first one you said?
Exile? Axile?
Oh, Axel.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's for sure.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
hard to argue with.
I would also just put myself there because I feel that way.
I'd put you too, so don't feel like you're, like boasting yourself up needlessly there.
I think K-Serato is really good too.
Okay, wait, they just got eco'd. Or they just...
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry, I was
It's fine, don't worry about it, guys.
Pro players.
It's all right.
It's all good.
But at the same time, you also don't take Aleksib out of the pack in any of the T-side roles because you want Config and Brollan to go kill thing. You also have to give room to Hetrick as well with the op.
Oh, look at this. A little bit more speed behind. They just come barreling right out of the palace to attack that A-bomb site. Good return from Rez. That'll slow it down. Neofrag's still on the other side of the map, but the rest of them are still trying to see if they can find an entry. I think this is a sick call from OG, but the fact that they lose the early battle like this, it just all is probably going to be falling apart now. Bomb's in the middle of the bomb site, and Brollan, oh, that's a little bit awkward. Slips off the toll booth and will go down to flames. Oh, well, Config showing up with the headshots.
Oh man, now just Neofrag, bottom of connector, looking for some way to get back in this, but immediately ding. Hetrick with the rifle, gets it done. Right, and this is a little bit of kind of what we saw on Vertigo, where they're just so willing to do stuff in the mid-round, at least on CT side, but I'd say this, I mean, some plan is better than no plan a lot of the time, but oh my god, he was completely blind.
And he also dinks the player at fire.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, Config's in a strong position, though. He probably kills 2 people here.
Oh! I feel like you couldn't see him at all on that bench.
As a short player, that is a very hard angle to spot, and sometimes it's easy to forget about when you're so focused on killing people at the bottom connector or, people at the mid-ramp trying to find headshot angles.
Well, that was it's a heads-up play for Flames. 3-on-3 now. The
how does this happen?
Yeah, they've just given up.
Yeah, this game is all over the place.
I mean, they've given up the rest of the map to try and, I guess, focus on that mid portion.
Yeah.
Probably thinking that they could crunch it if they all three show up and just find the rest of the players. But it was only degster, and he was way at the top of the middle. Everyone else had already escaped. So they're going to try and see if they can group up. They do have a defuse kit on Brollan, so it's not completely impossible here for them to try and get back into it. But time is going to be running out. And look at the positioning here for NeoFrag. He's let them slip past. He knows exactly what's going on, and they're not even going to need him. It's degster instead with the scout wrecking the NiP team.
I think Mirage is a map where everyone can have a voice, where other maps are much harder to understand.
Oh, wow.
This game is really just full of chaos, so I mean, it's hard to...
Oh my god.
It does just look like an FPL game.
It does.
And everyone's hitting shots.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's see if they can build back from this.
And surely they're going to go for the retake.
They really don't
Well,
know.
they have to.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Also, because the bomb is so delayed, I don't think you could see. OG don't know if there's a third player on the bomb site, so they're so worried about trying to start that bomb plant before they have control.
niko almost just flashed himself, and Config swings out. Okay, well, Flames has an opportunity here. He at least knows where someone is. Actually, no, he doesn't. I don't think he knows anything yet.
No, he has no info on these players.
Oh my. Okay. Double swing comes out from Headtrick and Rez. They're able to take down Flames, and this game is really strange. Yeah, just too ready for it. But OG, 7-6 up, once again, finding some early space towards middle. No bottom con smoke. And so niko has cleared out a lot of space, but Headtrick, we've seen him here before with the op, wasn't able to find anything, but this time he will be presented a chance, and he's able to seize that opportunity. A kill on a Fiku, defensive utility deployed, and OG are backing on up.
It's actually such an important kill. It's pretty
I have no idea.
Look pretty uneventful, but if Headtrick, if he doesn't get that one, then he's the only one defending the bomb site.
Yeah, it looked like a much easier kill for him this time around, not just some guy strafing around the air in upper B.
Okay. Config able to pick it up, but he's very low on health, and they knew. Tossing in the grenade back into a 3-on-3. Brollan, he's moving out in front of the ticket booth right
really
now.
know that he's here.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Would you want to see Brollan just stick where he is in CT spawn right now? He was just pushing up further. That made me really nervous.
It depends, right? When you're on 3-on-3, sometimes it is better to look at his utility. 40 seconds left. He's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't push and risk dying with all my nades. I think playing passive in a 3-on-3 is fine, especially when you're at the bigger bomb site.
I think Brollan's also just so good when he has a smoke, and he's whole booth.
Oh.
He just deploys that right in front of himself one way, and okay, well, OG made the right call. Headtrick's coming back, but a little bit too late there, and Aleksib on the swing. Okay, Headtrick is actually committed to this fight, misses the first shot, and it looks like that's going to cost him now. He's trying to dance around this pillar, takes the bomb down. This is huge, but Flames is still able to find the trade.
10
now,
seconds.
Brollan making his way up through market. Bomb is being planted, but degster is holding the angle, and he's able to complete the spray. Long range one at that.
Yeah,
I think what really messes up there is Headtrick gets stuck on the shelving in market, and he doesn't get to the window in time.
Yeah. Yeah, that lack of info is devastating. Brollan, though, he's onto something new and exciting. You said you wanted to see them play more as a team on the CT side, Maui, but I mean, it's a solo mission, but if it works, we're all happy.
It's good information that he's now maintaining.
It's good info, but it almost seems like a desperate call, right? It's more of just like, I'm going to push because we have no idea what's happening on the map anymore.
That's been a lot of the C side from them, though. Like, a lot of solo peaks and pushes. Like, Brollan peaked B-Apps with an AUG like 5 rounds ago, you know? Like, they're just doing weird stuff. It does feel very puggy.
It's very hard to cast and analyze this game, to be honest.
It's just stringy.
It's not like good CS, you know?
It's not. It's okay
It's
to
like
say
that.
that. Yeah, let's just dry peek into these angles.
Yeah, I mean, that probably is important to say sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a trap that maybe, especially as a play-by-play caster, you could easily fall into. Is like you feel obligated to kind of try and say, no, like, it is all really good. And sometimes it isn't. Wow.
I mean, there's been CS games where I'm watching in like my room, and I'm just like, what am I watching? Like, it doesn't look good. I'm just like, both teams kind of deserve to lose.
I don't
like,
think. Well,
not in this situation. I mean, obviously, one team deserves to win.
you'll see if this Counter-Strike game gets any better on the eyes in the second half after a break. but we'll see if the cohesion comes together, because this is where Aleksib is supposed to make his money.
I do think the win condition was for OG, though, to have the trio of niko, frag, flames, and degster to show up, and I think that's exactly what's happening, and I think that's what they need.
So far, so good. They're up. They're ahead 3 rounds. They started with a pistol here. Good headshot to begin with. Flames also battling it out in shadow. Dexter's going to get one more kill. They're finally there, but they can't land any kills. Head trick. He's the only one left.
Were there no smokes on this?
Nope.
They just ran in.
Was it really a 5 armor T round?
That's exactly what it was.
This feels so un-Aleksib. I remember all the last OG roster with him, the ENCE roster, had some of the most creative pistols that I'd ever seen. Have you guys talked about the fact that Aleksib, though, has like been picking Vertigo, even though he didn't even play that with his last 2 rosters? He just suddenly, like, he barely played it with G2. He did not play it with OG at all, and now suddenly it's their first pick in all these series. I think it's just so strange how they're changing things up, and it wasn't really an NiP map before either. And okay, that's a huge punish. Okay, NiP might be able to just steal one right here. In fact, they should, unless degster makes a magical hero play.
I mean, he has info on 1 player at least, so if he uses HE there, it could be a free entry into the bomb site. Oh, what a soul boost. Now they should go for this for sure. I mean, they have good nades to retake.
Neo frag shown up. Smoke is there. See when it fades. Gotta be careful. Tech9 on the other side, and in fact, a second player as well. Neofrag tries to get the walkthrough, but Brollan is there to catch him. Dexter gets one more. They might still have a shot at it here. They do have a kit on Flame, so it's not out of the question. He's gonna go straight for it, just trying to defuse right in front, but with that kill, it should be the end of it. Dexter is gonna make a run for it. That's not that far from being a retake, but it will be NiP.
What'd you think of the push through the smoke twist?
It's taken them a fair bit more time. It sort of looked like NiP were expecting that maybe OG would do something. You know, once you tick past the minute mark or something, that maybe there would be some sort of CT regression in the middle, but they haven't really found it yet. Instead, they walk right around the corner with no flashbangs or no nothing, and niko is picking them apart at the moment. That is expensive,
Perfect
and then
setup.
Dexter is there. You're absolutely right. What a mind game. You're not expecting a second player.
No, no way. I mean, I already knew it was going to be good when no player was in position to... Wow. Now you've given an op.
Oh, yeah. And it seems like they can do it relatively cleanly without taking too many casualties.
Well, he's at A at the moment, so he's definitely not getting boosted in window.
Nope.
Well, Dexter's ready. You
opening.
said avoid him. They didn't.
No, they found him.
They found him.
Oh,
Config
wait.
found him again.
And he
so
just
it's fine.
switched to the op and took him out. Okay. Config found a leg shot onto Flames. This is pretty scary, actually, for Flames, but... Oh, Brollan finding that peak. Okay, this is great to see from Brollan. He's taking some initiative here, although it looks like niko is going to find him. What is that?
Wow,
Oh, no
what a
way!
sequence from
Got the
Brollan.
HE.
Triple kill for Brollan. Now looking to close it out. At least he finds information on the last player, but the bomb is in spawn for NiP. Does look like one of their players is going to be able to find some space towards that B site. Should be able to clear it out in config. And that means this is a very tough retake for Fiku.
Hardest job for Config now is just stand still, isn't it? That's not what he does.
Yeah, but if you're Fiku, you kind of expect that if they're going B, there must be a player that could have found the gap already, right?
Wow, he didn't even hard clear the door.
No, he's
See if
zoned
he
in.
checks bench.
He's moving.
He's
up,
definitely not
not-
getting in there.
Oh! Mission accomplished. It's a kill for Config.
Stepping, he just wants to bail the shot from Brollan, and now if this player's in Palace, you can probably safe assume there's going to be players in Con soon.
Wow.
Boom.
This was well constructed.
How much do we credit Fiku with some of the resulting, like the timing of the flashbang there?
I mean, I think his overall info helps Flames decide if he wants to go through the connector smoke or not. But because there's players in Palace at 35 seconds, it's probably safe to say that they want to end A, or else his Palace player is nowhere. He's not active in the round if they're ending B.
Really stepped it up. In terms of their CT communication, it's looked a lot better than what we caught from NiP in that first half. If I have to bet on it.
That round was one of the few
they're
rounds
closer.
where I feel like we could all look at it and say that looked like some real Counter-Strike. Like some real
That's true.
coordination, you know?
From both sides, I would say.
Yeah,
I mean,
even
they
Res
definitely-
forcing Dexter off there. Okay. Wow. 1 for 1.
That's unbelievable. What a quick shot from Aleksib, to be honest, but a great return as well. Config taking down Flames. Neofrag has
the bomb
on the ramp, so that's a little bit disastrous. 2 versus 3 as dexter goes down. Neofrag's come out through the smoke again, and Config is trying to hunt him down. He'll get him for the smoke. It's Fiku now in a 1 versus 2 to try and end this. If not, they risk letting NiP back in the game. They don't have that much cash. They can buy the next round OG, but after that, they're going to be in a really, really weird position. And look at NiP. They have a minute to just let him boil in this position. This is awful. What kind of choices do you make if you're Fiku here? How do you know what the right choice is?
I don't know, but I just had a funny thought if he like threw a smoke at B and just held A. I think they're in a situation in this game where NiP would actually just say like, "What the? He smoked B. Let's go A."
It could.
It's very hindsight though. If you're Fiku, you do exactly what he's doing right now. You stay in the center of the map. So if they go B, you can rotate the B. If they go A, you can rotate A.
Oh, no.
What a risky plant.
Yep. Unbelievably risky. Could have very well cost him the map right here. Rez on the other side. He still has about 20 seconds. Smoke's going to be fading, but that doesn't really matter so much. Fiku, not quite sure. You want to make sure he doesn't escape from back there.
Yeah, he hasn't trapped. He knows exactly where he is. Now he really knows.
There is a kit and there is a smoke, but with that bomb plant, not going to be easy to go for a full-on defuse. That smoke is maybe a little bit shallow even. Oh!
Wow.
Rez, he's got some eyes on him. Good double.
Taking it pretty cleanly so far. Pretty spread out defense from OG.
What I don't like is degster is not in an actual position to utilize AWP right now. He's caught in between B and window, and he was staying there for a bit too long.
And this is almost the most standard round of Mirage CT side I've seen from OG, because they're just going to have him slot into toll booth and then move that guy into bottom palace or under balk. And this is just really vanilla from OG, but they switch things up with a flash through. Config ready for it this time. Can't fool him twice with that play. Flames trying to dip from the same well.
It also gave them info that dexter's here because of the flash assist.
Yeah, dexter has to play aggressively because otherwise Neofrag's probably dead anyway, and he does. Sick play coming out. A double kill for him, and he does almost get that one. He maybe had the chance, but Headtrick's going to take one more. He leaves it into a 2-on-2. The spray is wild. Headtrick with the last one. We're going to overtime.
Oh my god. I thought degster did enough there, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, what a multi-frag from him, but
You're just going to get wall banged down, so...
He definitely made the right decision.
It worked, almost. Here we go.
oh wow, okay. Early mid fight between Flames and Config. Flame spots another player out though at top mid. degster is here to support him. This is so tricky, but Rez is ready for it. What a blinder of a shot.
God damn.
But still 1-for-1, and now 4 versus 4 situation. Lots of blows exchanged. And it's pretty difficult to see who's coming out on top of this one, because NiP, they don't even have mid control even with that frag.
Yeah, Aleksib was completely scared. He had the advantage on both players. I guess he just didn't want to take the duel.
This game hasn't been too kind to him. 12 and 23.
The rest of NiP, though, are playing pretty well at the moment, which is nice to see. 4-on-4 in the round. Brollan is still all the way over in that A palace, so maybe that's what's pulling them back towards the A bomb site itself. Whoa. niko finding himself in a very awkward position.
It's going to be a triple push though from short. Now Flames, he wants to go back. Wow, okay, this is incredibly bold from OG to commit to this play, even though the first player was punished. Now Brollan looking for something here. Neofrag should be able to take him down, but oh my goodness, no! Nothing going right for OG in that round. Yeah, OG were just a little bit more proactive, quicker in this one, and it looks like they're setting themselves up really nicely to close this one out. Smoke will be for the window, and Fiku on the defense. Aleksib with his knife out, but Config's there for a beautiful trade. But niko is lying in wait right there at the bench. No one is checking this spot out. He finds the first kill. Cavalry is on its way, but still managing to stay alive, and Config finally dispatches him. Now degster has to be the hero here. 1 versus 2, jumping right through the window, and there's a player right there sitting in that smoke. Headtrick is right on the other side of it. Who's going to get the better of whom? And degster is peeking right up to it. This is so tense, so close. And degster, he has to know, but Config, oh, right there for the flank. Beautiful play. And that's going to be another round in overtime for NiP. 17 on the board. One of these players shot off. I think it was Fiku.
Okay. Mutiny in the ranks. There comes the Molotov. Oh, and one bouncing underneath. Fiku's on top. It's a good spray for him. They're going to get a kill with degster as well, lining up one with the AWP, Hetrick and Brollan left. And it's a 2-on-4.
Yeah, Hetrick trying to find a way back into this one. Just walking on forward with the op. Might be presented an opportunity with this player at default, but he has so many angles to clear. He's got to be looking the right way. Might get timing. No, actually, find a kill on the Neofrag. I don't think they suspect niko there at Toll Booth, though, so this could be the ace in the hole for OG. If NiP decide to plant default, it is going to be really tough for them to get that one down. And on top of that, there is a flank coming about. Flames making the proactive play. niko goes, he strikes, finds the timing, 14 seconds left. Brollan, no way he should be able to take this one, and degster will put him down. A single round, but a necessary one for OG as they find a 16th here. Really trying to up the ante here by pushing into underpass. Aleksib still flirting with a fight towards middle. Maybe punished for this because niko's right there. Okay, no, he actually backs on up, recognizes that the win condition for his team is already deep through B apartments. degster has his eye on this. He's trained in, but I think OG are committed now to going towards A, and the timing is going to work out so well if Rez keeps on pushing forward.
This looks ridiculous. It looks like what happened to the B-bomb side last time where NiP know everything. Oh my god, that's the bomb back there. Hetrick getting the shot. Rez, he's moving up close to niko's in the middle, but he just got smoked off, and that means getting your way through here, especially now that Aleksib's using that smoke basically to try and play around. He's going to be walking in behind him. That's a sick play from him. And Brollan's going to be taking down Flames. degster! Oh! He got stabbed in the shins!
Oh.
Something kind of cool is Neofrag is kind of joining degster up there. I think that's why OG is still in this and might push it into double OT at this point in time. I think if Neofrag doesn't push the speed of it... Oh! Flash through.
Good play.
Oh, they're ready to fight.
What is happening?
It's an all-out battle in the middle. And NiP are saying, all right, if you want to fight like this, then we are in.
This is a deathmatch server.
It is.
Smokes don't matter.
This is crazy.
A free-for-all in the middle of the map.
This is utter pandemonium.
I mean, Hetrick's basically dead here unless...
Oh, no, he's thinking about it. He's got the right idea. He's...
Oh, no! He unscoped! He quick switched to try to get through the vent faster.
Knife out instead. Now it's Aleksib.
Oh, no. And the bomb is already sent to B. Aleksib here playing right in front of the missiles, and this is going to be a near impossible retake. Not only does he have to deal with getting to the bomb, but Fiku is just a landmine along the way.
The small detail there is that after Fiku finds a kill, he actually mollies behind him to bait the fact that there could be more people coming up connector, and he just mollied the rotate off, you know, and he's trying to take side. I think that's what kept Aleksib there that long.
Yeah, and Aleksib's still worried about the potential of anybody in just basically any position. He's checking every corner still. And so he can't really favor his chances in this. And degster is already keyed in on the angle. Should be a freebie. And that will send us to double overtime. And there it is. 18-18, double OT. The high fives are out. degster's amped up. And changing the pace there for OG seemed to be the answer.
Well, degster's in the middle. It definitely has become more exciting. The fighting once again. Oh, takes down Brollan, and they also get rid of Config. So, huge victory at the start of the round here for OG. Almost feels like now it's on NiP to take a bit of a risk to get back in a round like this. And I guess they found the kill in the middle there on Neofrag. 3-on-3. Hetrick is on one side, Aleksib's at the B-bomb side, and Rez in the middle. Ooh, okay. Out in the open.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
I can't tell you why, man.
Yeah, where do you want to go there?
I don't know what his plan is.
Just stay around triple.
Just say CT.
CT, yeah.
The thing is, if he doesn't know either, then how can the enemy know?
That is very true.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't get his kill, but...
I think Aleksib knows where they both are, at least. So, There's a chance for him. Okay, takes on degster. He knows exactly where Flames is now. And this bomb, it's planted right in the open, but oh, he faked the sound right there. Beautifully done from Aleksib there. Able to put a 20th on the board for NiP.
Then obviously once it bounces off walls, I don't know. I think that's how it works. Anyway.
What a lineup for Rez there. And look at this instant reaction from NiP. They tuck into the ramp. Headtrick's able to find a single kill there, and he's able to put a third on the board in this second overtime. 21-18.
Been consumed by it. degster, he's given it all, but Aleksib will start it off. That's it. But there's nobody at the B bomb site. It is an empty bomb site.
Yeah, that's game wing potentially. Yep, that might be it. Okay, niko trying to find Aleksib there in the window. Doesn't clear it out completely. Should still be good for the kill, though. But this is all a ruse, a distraction, as NiP find themselves in a 4-on-4 post plant at B. They still have a couple of mollies, too.
Yeah. And that's a very, very deep Molotov that they throw. Look at how it's holding them back by the cash register. They're just so far away from anything. Second Molotov is on Rez, and he's up in the hallways behind it. So if they ever get close enough to try and do this, that's going to be a problem on its own. Headtrick with the kill, a little bit of a lineup, but there's a second player. Brollan is in with the spray, and it's NiP to send OG packing in double OT.